he also kind of looks like a turtle named Franklin, but like even like imagine even more bald.
We are fighting here. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words.
A verbal OTPH, a VOTPHJ.
All right, if you want me to go into full Alex Jones mode,
Oh, we are such an audio-visual podcast. You're really missing out if you're looking at just the audio version.
Danny, you've
All
got
right,
the
that'll have
meatiest
to do.
little meatball boy hands.
Zane, you're recording screen?
Yeah, I got it. We are
Okay.
live on election night. Welcome to it, boys.
Absolutely.
Hope you all have a drink. This one's for democracy.
This one's for democracy as well. That's why I'm drinking Sam Adams, Sam 76. You know what 76 is?
1776, the year the Russians didn't invade and win, right, Danny?
well, no, 76 is like when I tried a 69, but I'm too short and I can't reach.
Which one's the 7 and which one's the 6?
God, do you tell me, man? I'm not. Listen, I'm a selfish lover. Okay.
I only bang sixes too.
Myself. I care about.
I can
myself.
only count to 6, so that's usually where I have to stop. Danny, I'm a selfish lover, Lubinitsky. Put that on his gravestone.
So, for the fans at home, Danny and I earlier today, we established a little gentleman's gamble, as they call it in Vegas, I believe.
No,
Danny, do you want to explain what this is?
I think they just call it gambling.
About it.
But a gentleman's version.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. What was the movie? She's the man, or like She's Got Mail.
She's the Man is the one where Amanda Bynes is pretends to be a boys soccer player.
Okay,
Didn't Amanda Bynes go crazy?
She's got. No, it's the one that.
Very crazy.
Like She's Got Mail is the movie where like they make a bet that like they can't make this nerdy girl prom queen.
Is it male like MALE?
That sounds.
Because otherwise, I don't understand the cross up in your brain between the two movies.
Well, I know it involves She's the.
Okay,
so
okay.
It could be like She's the giraffe.
Well,
like I just don't
but
know.
one of them, I think one of the movies you're
what?
thinking of is You've Got Mail.
Dude, I could fact check myself.
Is that a horror movie?
How about that?
Mail. It's not a horror movie.
I know nobody watches our feed.
Oh, you know what? I'm way off. I'm so far off that I don't even know like what to recommend.
Okay. What the movie is you were talking about?
Long story short, though, yeah, no, it's whatever. It's a cliche where like they bet to make the prom queen. If they can't make the nerdy girl prom queen, and like the main character ends up falling in love with the nerdy girl. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, of course.
We made a gentleman's wager.
Danny was that nerdy girl.
That no, Donald Trump.
I swear to God, he'll be prom
girl.
queen.
Speaking of which, you can really tell the difference
Trump.
when we bought the HD cameras because, Jesus, Danny. I'm pretty sure it's illegal
Danny's
to
a little bit...
wear that much makeup. I don't know. What's going on with this overcast, pixelated Minecraft Steve looking ass head you got?
Danny's camera, I don't know if that's totally potato. I think part of it is also his internet Wi-Fi connection is lacking in some parts.
Stolen from the Russians.
Fuck off.
Let's just keep roasting him for his technology.
Oh
I have the best internet in this country, maybe this entire world.
But that's a fact.
Stephen Webb, is that a prediction on who you think's going to win the election?
Yeah, try to decipher it.
Well, based on
what
who
do you think it meant?
Mimicking, and mimicry being the sincerest form of flattery.
Dude, it's weird because I've never seen Joe Biden say that.
Yeah, also. That might be my
He
hint.
might not know how to use a computer. That's kind of a fair assumption. But anyway, yeah.
Today, so I was telling Steve earlier, today at work, I met like one of like the big bosses from my company. He's like one of our like executive vice presidents or something. Cool dude, very cool dude. We talked guns for a little bit, but he is a former Navy SEAL, and I'm like 95% sure he was a Navy SEAL in Vietnam. And dude is a goddamn one of the scariest human beings I've ever seen in my life. Like,
are you talking about just like physically scary, or like he's a scary personality?
He's not at all physically scary.
You can see it in his eyes.
I mentioned to you that like one of my bosses looks like a turtle named Franklin.
Yeah, of course.
He also kind of looks like a turtle named Franklin, but like even like imagine even more bald. Like
wow, hard to imagine. Dude, I imagine no skin at this point.
I thought bald was the superlative of that hair progression. That's the end.
The shiniest head I've ever seen in my life.
Blindingly, I would say.
Blindingly shiny.
There's a camera at a soccer match this past weekend guided by AI, and it kept getting tracking stuck on the referee's bald head. They had issues with the camera feed because his reflective head was tracking the camera. Like on the big screen.
Damn.
That's pretty funny.
Anyway, level of baldness, dude.
Today,
good sidebar.
Dude, today he was struggling with not the intercom, the conference call like phone that we set up in the conference room, and he like can't figure it out. He's like, all right, how do you dial out? And I'm like, I think it's like this and this. He like tries it, doesn't work, and he points over to me. He's like, Danny. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to die.
Senpai wants me.
Yeah, just one punch straight through your sternum.
Dude, I've been watching
the shit they only teach the Marines.
I've been watching a lot of One Punch clips on YouTube recently.
One Punch Man
or a lot of
One
World
Punch
Star
Punches?
Stuff?
No, like One Punch Man. And also I've been watching a lot of Naruto, like, compilations.
Really?
Dude, I gotta catch up on
Danny,
that show.
I'm glad you've come to the dark side.
Well, no, dude, I always watched it.
True.
Don't shame me for not being a gosh dang nerd.
Weeb.
I'm not one to generally go and like watch like World Star videos and stuff, but boy, can I get sucked down an anime fight rabbit hole of like top 10 anime fights of 2020 or something like that. Like a bunch of shows where I don't even know these characters or anything. I just want to see beautiful cartoon fights for hours at a time.
Dude,
it's so satisfying.
It's so much
more. It really is.
You ever like think about how much more emotional like the fights or like not the fights, the dialogue is when it's like in Japanese with subtitles?
Yeah.
Even when the subtitles are also Japanese.
I just want pure emotion.
That's my favorite, when I can't hear or read what they're saying. I just have to imagine what's going on.
It's like listening to instrumental music. It makes you feel something, but you can't define it exactly.
Dude,
just why I like
honestly,
jazz.
Sometimes instead of study music, instead of like lo-fi, chill, hip-hop beats to study to, I'll just put on Naruto in the background.
You mean the
soundtrack
or
like
the show?
Sometimes it's like the intro songs.
On loop?
Dude, some of those intro songs absolutely bang, I gotta say.
Will you sing one for us?
Yeah, not gonna happen, man.
I think Steve
We are fighting here. I don't know the words to most of them.
Love that.
Careful, we're gonna get hit with a
that's like the only
flag.
one. They're mostly in like entirely Japanese, so those ones are definitely harder to sing. Bluebird's an absolute classic. Silhouette by Kana Boon. Of course.
Who can forget?
Yeah, nobody ever. I don't think.
Zane, why are you dressed for an interview?
I went to the dentist in Connecticut and had a long drive home. I haven't changed out of my day clothes yet.
Yeah, I feel like that's only dressed for like a lumberjack position or something. Which I don't
fall.
imagine he's applying for.
It's November.
I don't know, dude. If I wear that to work, I'm like extra formal that day.
Danny, there was a period of time where 40% of what I saw you wearing was the same Yukon Woodsman flannel.
Yeah.
Week in and week out for months. That was a semester.
That's a fact. Yeah, that was a fact. I did wear that.
And
a
you
lot.
dare rip me for
Honestly-
wearing
Dress for success.
casual Tuesday night flannel?
No. What I'm saying is like now
That was your
like,
party
I'm
flannel.
an adult. Yeah, now that like I'm an adult, like wearing like, anything with a collar is professional for me. Like sometimes you'll just wear
Comes in with a
collar
leather
like, no
dog
shirt.
collar and leash.
Yeah, dude.
And nothing else.
Dominatrix outfit. I'm ready for my interview.
Oh, did we lose Danny? Oh, there he
No,
is.
he's just a little
No,
guy.
I'm here. I hear.
Yeah.
You almost lost me though. You almost lost. Me.
Almost. I hope we never
So-
do.
Let's talk about the elephant and the donkey in the room. Are you guys watching the election? Are you watching live updates? Steve, I see you checking multiple screens.
That's just because my screen's really wide, but yes, I do have it open. It moves pretty damn slow though, so I'm not expecting any like updates during.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
recording, I will
a
say.
2-week process this time.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see where all the votes get counted tonight because they're also doing like projected mail-in votes based on people who requested ballots and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it'll be all counted tonight, but it's interesting to see who's gonna win. Right now, Biden's up 119 to 92, so
That's honestly
decent
less than you
lead
would
for this
expect.
early
though.
on.
But they didn't yet give Trump Florida.
That's true. They didn't yet give Trump
Or
Florida,
Georgia.
and it looks like
Oh wow.
he locked up Florida.
Yeah,
But yeah,
interesting.
anyway, but speaking of that, back to the original topic. Danny,
Yeah, me.
would you like to
Honestly,
talk about our gentleman's gamble?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's overhyped at this point, though.
Yeah, true. I think it's also pretty.
We literally just. I
I
like
think it's
called
pretty
Steve up.
obvious.
I called Steve up, and like the first thing I said is like, "Yo, you wanna bet money on like who's gonna win?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Well, first you asked me who I thought was gonna win, and I was like, I think Biden's gonna win. That's pretty much where all the polling is like putting him, and it's just basically the evidence I've seen, and the voter turnout's at a record high. So, what is it? Studies show that when people vote, they tend to vote Democrat. The more people you have, so I was like, yeah, I think Biden's gonna take it. Danny, on the other hand, is much more confident in the other candidate.
I'm very confident
Kanye?
in
Yeah,
Kanye.
Kanye, exactly.
Kanye. Dude, actually, what was kind of crazy. So
Kanye?
in New York, we have. So in New York, we have like this. What I guess it's like a unique thing. We have borough presidents. So like Queens has a president, like Bronx has a president, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Manhattan.
I've literally
Right.
never heard that in my life ever
Yeah.
in any political or pop culture reference at all.
Yeah,
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
me neither.
we have borough presidents.
Is that a community leader
And,
or a political leader?
It's a like you literally vote on it. It was on the ballot
Oh wow.
for New York City.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. So it was weird because there was a Democratic candidate. I forgot their name. There was a Republican candidate. I forgot their name. And there was another candidate who was running for the party Red Dragon. And, dude, I was like in this little booth, and I'm like, "Yo, that's sick." I voted for him.
Did you really?
That's
Yeah,
the shock
I
and
don't-
awe
like,
value
I've
of the
never-
Red Dragons, baby.
Dude? But the thing is, and I voted for him only because, as much as surprised as you guys were that there were like borough presidents, so was I. So was I. I was like, this is crazy. I had no idea.
I've lived here my
A
whole
lifelong
life.
New Yorker. He
I'm
eats the bagels.
Steve, you know what you
Yeah.
gotta do. You know what you gotta do.
Vote for the Red
What is that?
Dragon Party.
No, Steve, you know what I want. You know what my favorite thing is.
New York City, the city that never sleeps. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere in the Big Apple. Is that what you wanted, Danny?
That's what I want.
Is that your Godfrey?
All right. I don't. Yeah, I get. Yeah, pretty much.
I guess it is.
Not bad.
It's that a little less like raspy and like I don't hold the syllables quite as long as he tends to, but yeah. Basically Godfrey adjacent, I think. A connection I've never made before.
Godfrey adjacent.
Godfrey adjacent.
So are you guys,
Oh god.
while you're watching your gentleman's bet play out, are you involved with each other during this election showdown at all? Are you like Skyping, playing any drinking games, watching with family, friends, or are you just literally in your room while Danny beats off and Steve plays video games?
Yeah, no, Danny just called me today. He's like, who do you think's going to win? I said Biden. He's like, you want to bet on it? And I said, sure. He says, how much? And I was like, let's say $50. And the bet was made.
Yeah.
That was basically it. That was the long and short of it.
Well,
but
it
yeah,
seems like
we'll
a great
see
night to
when we can
get
actually cash in
drunk.
on that. That's true. Well, I don't know about drunk. I got to be up early AF tomorrow.
I don't. Suck my
Cheers
butt.
to that. I'll drink to that.
I like kind of need to, but not really.
You're just a little guy.
Dude. Honestly, if that was a party I could vote for, I would vote
The
for
little
that.
guy party?
The little guy party.
The little guy party.
Always back the
Dude,
little
and
guy.
Also, there was also like a party that Steve told me the acronym of before today, and it was just like it was just called SAM.
Yeah, the Serve America.
When I was reading it, I'm like, yeah, it's like Serving America Party, but like, I just thought it was like named after a guy. It was
just
Sam.
a guy named Sam running. Do you know for what position?
Vote
Was that
for
for president?
It was for it was like literally on the ballot for every single position.
It's a big New York
Huh.
institution. Who's the candidate running for Sam? Oh, it's Bill.
Ooh,
Hey.
no shot. They haven't had a good candidate since Sam himself.
Bring back the OG. Actually,
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
who campaigns under the Sam party has to change their first name to Sam legally.
That's a lot.
They're
That
all
is-
Sams.
Their entire platform is just to
Legally.
change everybody in America's name to Sam, and their country's name will not have to change because it will be the United Sams of America.
SAM will be
And
the
honestly-
abbreviation for our country.
Yeah.
And honestly, what?
the Serve America movement, that was it. Honestly, I think that that's less problematic than some of the other stuff going on in the news right now from either side. I think I could get behind that.
You think
If
the
only I
United Sams
knew
of
before I
America is a
dropped off
better
my
proposal
ballot.
than the Green New Deal?
Yeah.
Literally-
United Sams of America costs very little money, and the Green New Deal is quite expensive.
Dude, like literally anything is better than Green New Deal. Where like I'm willing to I'm like willing to say that like
And we're willing to not
campaigning under,
endorse
like,
anything you may or may not say. I am impartial,
like,
but I'm
I'll-
here to listen.
I'm like also willing to say that like if like the other option to the Green New Deal was everyone gets punched in the nuts once, I'd fucking take it.
How dare you think you have the right to decide when I get punched in the nuts, Daniel?
What happens to my nuts?
Dude,
My nuts, my vote.
it is a fact that the government controls male bodies.
It
That
controls
is a
their
fact.
nuts.
You cannot dispute that.
Especially under your Green New Deal counter proposal.
I was given a 10% income tax reduction in exchange for control of one nut. How could I not sign that loan?
Predatory loans, dude. I hate
It's
them.
a predatory
On college
loan.
campuses, getting all the freshmen to sign on without really knowing the cost.
Soon to be high school grads, dude.
Now with only one
Just
nut to their
lurking in the
name.
hallways. Yeah, exactly. They try to act so proud, like this is such a service you're providing to America by providing your
They're
nuts.
nuttering them. They're nuttering us, and we don't say anything about it. Danny, your hair's looking nice.
You either take the nuts or you get the nuts.
How long you been
That's what
working on that
America's
one?
about, dude. Well,
And I'm chock full of nuts, baby.
I'm chock full of them, baby.
I'm nuts full of chalk.
Nothing. My.
I'm just blowing out dust every time. Oh, Lord.
Dude, my body is like
A
up to the eyeballs of nuts. Like everything you see, nuts.
Talk to my eyeballs with these balls.
Please don't flick any part of my entire body because I'll be in excruciating pain.
Up to the eyeballs.
And it'll just
Above
cascade down. Yeah. Yeah, you can flick me in the forehead. That's it.
Oh,
Jinx.
dude, actually, what that just like got me thinking about is like Meredith, like back when we were
Battleaxe to you.
Oh, yeah.
Longtime fans of the podcast will remember
Longtime
Danny's
fans of the podcast will remember my Battleaxe.
Your Battleaxe.
Whatever. So I'm like talking to that was such a drunk name. That's so terrible. I don't even know like where like I thought of that from. So there's like a line in like maybe it's a White Stripes song. Like, you got a body like a battle axe. And it was like it was definitely like
sharp and curvy. Heavier on one end than the other.
Yeah.
I just want to wield it so bad.
I'm sure that's what they were going for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's a compliment or not.
I think that's a compliment.
That's good.
I mean, I intend it to be
Well,
one.
do we need to bleep her name in this episode? Or is she comfortable now?
I don't really. Definitely not comfortable, but
she's also
definitely don't believe
she's
it.
dating a Lil Guy, so we'll leave it there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, dude, she's a little girl. Well, okay.
Wait a sec.
Can we call a pause on that?
She is a short adult woman.
She is a short
for the
adult
record.
woman,
A petite.
but only physically, not
petite
mentally.
adult woman.
Oh. What's that video on YouTube, Chaw, where it's like, this is my sex dungeon where I take little girls. Just kidding. I only take normal sized girls.
Normal sized girls. No, what I was saying, what we were talking about before, we're like, ladies, my eyes are up here, the nuts is everywhere else. That was so. Battleaxe goes to school in Mississippi. She goes to school in Mississippi, where like she says that every single person. Mississippi has the highest rate of obesity in the country, mind you.
It's like 70%, right?
It's like up there. It's like more than 50. And I think like more than 20% are like severely obese. But like when we used to hang out previously, I would always like catch her and be like, "Hey Meredith, my eyes are up here." She like literally looking at my sick pythons, bro.
Oh, I think you were saying this was at Santacon where you just had like an open Santa suit looking like a snack.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember Zane. Zane absolutely loved my Snapchat that I sent, where I was like dressed up as a Santa, like breathing heavy. I like ran up to the mirror and I'm like, "Welcome to Chili's."
Oh, classic comedy, dude.
Welcome to Chili's. Yeah, no, that was excellent.
The best part, like the thing that like makes those kind of Snapchats is like, if you start a Snapchat video and you're not like breathing way too heavy, it's not funny.
Yeah,
honestly,
you gotta be breathing heavy.
It's a simple touch, but it adds a whole nother dimension to the performance.
Like, where are they coming from? Like, what is the backstory here? Why are they so?
What is their emotional state? Like fight or flight response? Give me context, or give me these nuts.
A similar story that I have to Santacon involving Zane was when I went to the one in Boston last year.
I like these stories that involve me.
For Zane's birthday, we were gonna go to Mohegan, and I live the closest, so I'm like, all right, I gotta like go Santacon hard, go for like a few hours, hop on a train back, and meet him at my apartment. So I get back, I don't know, kind of late, maybe like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. maybe, I don't know, but I'm just like drunk as fuck. walking through like downtown New London, smoking a cigarette in a full Santa costume. I don't know, like what I look like to a foreign observer.
You look
but
like the
probably
movie
nothing
Bad
that-
Santa, except 6'5".
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, except also giant.
Dude, imagine it's like your first
Very
time in
bad
America,
Santa.
and you just choose that day. It's your first time in America.
Yeah.
Like, this is the land of prosperity and like freedom, and you just see a bunch of pissed drunk Santas like, roaming the streets.
Everywhere. Fucking
Smoking
everywhere.
cigarettes.
The big bad Santa Claus.
Throwing up on the
Oh
curb.
my gosh.
Playing reindeer games in the
Oh.
street.
This country is madness.
This country has no laws.
Florida doesn't.
What is this red and white gang that I live near now? And why are they running through the streets?
So was the only
Go
part
for
of the
it.
story that involved me that you had plans later that night with me? Was that my whole feature? I'm waiting for you to go on and continue the story.
Yeah, basically. No, that was it. And then we
Oh.
came back and had a wonderful time at Mohegan.
Yeah.
Wait, also, what number podcast is this going to be? I know you guys are coming up on 52, right?
Yeah, we're not there yet. That'd be like late
The-
November, early December.
The last one was 46, so this is 47.
So 6
Wow.
more. Wow, yeah.
So like that
Halfway
is
through
kinda
December.
cool.
Cheers, we're coming up on it.
Yeah,
We should plan
seriously.
something. Oh, I think the surprise guest coming back around the holiday season would be back after our 52nd episode. That's a bummer. That would have been a fun one. I think we can plan something special. Danny, you think you might want to
Okay,
make it up
okay.
in person for the 52nd? I think if
Yeah.
we could do you, me, Danny Dillon, and John, but Danny Dillon and John have mute buttons like the third election, we could probably do a round table with the 5 of us.
Like
Damn,
the third
it looks like-
election.
Third
Dude,
third
Thomas
debate.
Jefferson
Third debate.
definitely did not have a. Thomas Jefferson definitely did not have a mute button. You fool!
I'll drink to that.
Thomas Jefferson.
You said the third election, dude.
Not the
Definitely
third
not.
debate. My bad. Sorry.
God, Zane, you made a mistake and you should feel bad.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that episode-
China made the mistake. Our response has been outstanding, the best in the world.
But they did. China kind of did make a big. Like, can you imagine like being that?
Daddy's
scientist?
about to
Can you
get
imagine, like,
disappeared.
Can you imagine like being that scientist and like fucking up that bad?
Yeah. I mean, no, I could never.
Two
imagine
questions,
being
two
that
questions.
scientist. I don't know what that's like.
In the hypothetical situation, because who could say, Winnie the Pooh? Let's say that it was definitely leaked from the level 4 biosecurity lab in Wuhan where this thing all started and they were working on viruses in bats. Coincidentally, if it happened to leak from there, do you think the guy that leaked it, how do you think he's living with himself?
Oh, he's
And
dead.
do-
No,
and
he's not. He's
the
not.
second
living.
question
That's
was,
the
does he
thing.
have that
He's not-
opportunity?
he's not living. Like even if he was like a healthy young adult, who's like has like the lowest rate of like death from COVID,
Yeah.
China would not stand for such a failure.
And also the possibility that he could blow all that off as being the case. He could blow the case up.
As what being the case?
Like
Oh,
the
that they
facts.
leaked it? No, Chinese press, you can't get that out. He would have to escape to America, which I doubt
To
that that's
Reddit.
happening either. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pull a Snowden. Who knows?
It's kind of crazy to think about. Like if we were in a different country, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast.
It's pretty wild. I do love that aspect of America, even as we giggle while she's actively burning tonight.
Yeah.
Listen, it's only burning once the fat lady sings. You know what I always.
I will say, for the greater good of the human population, that might be better for everyone if we couldn't do this podcast. But yeah, I enjoy it, so I'm proud to be an American.
Dude, how is it not a law that the first lady has to be a smoke?
Donald Trump's first move, his second term in office, is going to be that.
Who do you think was the Who do you think was the ugliest first lady?
Garfield's wife.
I
Probably,
think
right?
Michelle Obama.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Danny, that's a horrible answer. There's one differentiating factor that...
No, and I say that only because she's built like a fucking linebacker. She's
out of here.
She's a big lady.
Danny, whenever I see a muscular girl, it is always so your type, it's unreal. And she's not even that jacked.
No, I mean like
she could help you move a couch.
Like, she's like, bro, isn't she like 6'1"?
I don't think so. I'll
Hold this up, Jamie.
Right
Yeah, Jamie, pull that one up.
Not any Jamies hypothetically in the room with me.
Oh shit, she's 5'11".
5'11",
yeah,
that's
dude,
my mom's height.
Dude, she would swipe you so left on Tinder and you're just salty.
Dude, yeah.
She'd swipe him left so hard that he hit the wall in his bedroom.
Oh, Danny, guess fucking what? Melania Trump is also 5'11".
Whew.
So is she tied for ugliest because she's tall? Which is apparently a bad thing.
I don't know. If there's one thing I know from like being friends with you is you can't trust the talls.
The talls.
You can't trust the talls, dude. Me and Steve.
We keep the secrets right up here, dude. Right out of reach of everyone else.
On the top shelf.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, and what's fucked up is like, all right, now for some self-deprecation humor. I am so. It's crazy. I'm so little that it is and I'm so little. Listen. I'm so little with so many tall fucking friends that it is the fact that I don't have any like neck problems is astounding.
Oh god. Yeah, you do. I mean, so your type in boys is very different than your type in girls, I guess.
Dude, what can I say? I mean,
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But also Dylan is right up my alley.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of gentlemanly wagers, we all placed bets on when you two would go down on each other the first time you met, and I think I was on the short end of it.
I think anyone on the short end definitely lost. Well, by short end you mean losing.
Oh,
and
that's so.
I think
so funny.
we
Short end, like a short joke. Ha 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 ha.
I think we said that Danny and Dylan would be blowing each other within hours of meeting, and that didn't happen.
My guess was around 5.5 hours.
Me and Dylan, we were verbally blowing each other within like the first 20 minutes of meeting each other.
Yeah, that's a much more spiritual connection.
We were like, "Oh, dude, that's so sick!
You're
like, that's so sick! Like, I love doing exactly that activity. Like, that's the shit. Let's do it together."
I only brag to my homies when girls verbally blow me.
I'm looking to get a verbal blowjob tonight.
A verbal handy at least, dude.
A verbal OTPH, a VOTPHJ.
Yeah, that's when a girl says hi to you.
I think VOTPHJ might be the title of this episode. Because honestly, that's exactly what this show is. This show is a verbal over-the-pants hand job. Nothing better than that.
Nothing better than that.
A little hardy, a little rough around the edges, gets the job done if the job doesn't need to be done at the same time. We are a VOTPHJ.
Very amateur.
And like, dude, but like low key, there's like really not a lot of things like more satisfying than just like a really
grinding the denim onto the wall of your friend's house.
Yeah, like in a freshly starched pair of jeans that are like super rough. Oh yeah, starched going, dude.
I want that friction to warm up my dinner.
Like, you feel your heartbeat in the seams of your denim. Nothing like it.
In the seams, going all the way down to your ankles.
Yeah,
the cuff around the ankle. Oh,
gets me going, dude. No doubt.
Oh goodness,
Danny, I think I can see that you're aroused from here. It's starting to peek into view.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Dude, you're wild. I don't know what you're talking.
What a crooked angle.
Sorry, it doesn't usually look like that.
What? That's crazy.
Oh god.
Coming in from out of screen. You can reach
for the
around.
audio only folks.
What? There's two?
Where are they coming from?
Oh no. That just looks like fingers.
And his thumb just looked like a thumb to Steve.
Oh, we are such an audio-visual podcast. You're really missing out if you're looking at just the audio version.
But honestly, you're missing out if you're listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You're missing out on valuable time.
You're just missing out.
Even
if you're here, let us tell you, you're missing out on something better to do.
Yeah, your time might be just spent better reflecting on yourself or something. Or like whipping yourself. I don't know. Hard to say.
Like self-flagellation.
Yeah.
Flagellation.
That was
Oh,
crazy.
baby.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I just worked out and ate.
You just went into Alex Jones mode after that burp.
Alright, if you want me to go into full Alex Jones mode,
Yeah,
would
give
love
us
it.
like 1 minute of that, and then
I'm
it's time
gonna-
to check in on this election.
I'm gonna invite myself to your 50-second episode. That's it. That's happening.
You're gonna crash it?
I'm gonna crash it. Like,
can't
Steve,
wait.
can't please come. Steve, can't please come. Steve, can't please come.
Don't be mean to me.
Don't be mean to me. Come on.
Stop being mean.
Stop being mean. God, don't.
Look, I'm
Do you
kind of
like me?
R-worded.
Listen. Wait, you just censor the R word?
Yeah, I figured I would take the pussy route.
Dude, you want to know something super fucked up?
That wet ass
Sure.
P word root? What?
Yeah, that's the one I'm
So-
talking about.
Up until
That
up
bleep
until I
ass
was,
pussy word.
dude, so up until I was 18, like 18, and like basically the first time I met or
I guess that's a
yeah,
bleep.
sure.
We're gonna bleep that. We're gonna bleep
Yeah,
that one.
bleep that. The first time I met her, I always thought that when people said spread the word to end the word, they like said like you should say it more. And like I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Just say it so much so it's not cool anymore.
Like lit.
Yeah.
Dilute it with
Which is an argument, I guess.
I can't bleep understand bleep your accent bleep.
We can still hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh boy. Well,
Oh lordy.
looks like that's the end of Danny.
Is he? He's not frozen.
No, he's back. You're back. We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Is he pausing himself? He looks like an empty Michael Myers mask from the Halloween shop. It's kind of scary.
With sick.
There's no
hair.
eyes in his head. He looks so spooky.
Michael
Danny.
Myers in disguise with a mustache. What's the matter, buddy?
We're gonna have to call it soon if he doesn't come back to us.
Yeah, we're coming up on 40 minutes
Yeah,
anyway.
I think it's about that time. It's time to get drunk and cheers to America.
Yeah, really. And anyway, Danny, if you can still hear us, I wish you best of luck on our gentleman's gamble, but I think you're going down hard, buddy.
Love you, pal. Good luck.
Yeah. And it's too bad you're can't use your mic to reply.
And I guess we'll find out the results of the election and their wager next time on A Couple of Fellas.
God bless America.
Bye, Danny.